Dutch.
Did you start? You started it. Oh my goodness. Well, good morning, everybody. Drew has taken the liberty of starting a dad show this morning without me. How long has this been on? Robert. Okay. How long has this been on? Robert. Very good, Drew. Good morning, everybody. So, just real quick, I'll let y'all hang on. He wants Robert. Let me get all. I'm not situated because I had not anticipated starting the show yet. But Drew started the show. So I always type into the phone the description, right? Hang on. Sorry. So I type into the phone the description of Morning Scone, the headline presented by Boudreaux's, all that stuff, and you plug it in, and then I hit start, whatever. Well, but normally I'll leave that screen. Sorry, I'm getting set up here. Stop talking and show us Drew. There he is. Hey, they missed you yesterday, bud. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job, dude. Everybody missed you yesterday, Drew. I was doing Morning Scone and everybody's like, where's Drew? We don't want to see you. That's beautiful. Very good, Drew. That's beautiful music. Okay. So I guess we're going to start with the show now. Anyway, so I always go to the Facebook Live page on my phone, type in the description, I set it up on the tripod and everything, and I went to go pour my coffee. Well, all you have to do is hit the Go Live button, the Start button, and so that screen was sitting there on the phone. I walked in to go get coffee. I came back in here, and we were live. So Drew found the Start button. He's getting very good. Like, he's getting very savvy. It's kind of scary, like how kids know how to do all that stuff now. Can I please have that? Thank you. Thank you. And these are my these are my notes. Thank you. Thank you. Mama's car. You'll see Mama on Friday. You go in her car. No, you'll see Mama on Wednesday for trick or treat. Home Depot. Home Depot. Scott, good morning. Stephen Beach, Kevin Graham, Justin Went, good morning. Stephen Hoog, Scott Bork. It is Drew's show, Scott. DJ, Darren James. How about my dude right there? Need to sell your home? Call Darren James, 335-7666. He the man. Am I the only human being that knows phone numbers anymore? Probably because I have to say them all day. I think I'm the only human being that knows phone numbers anymore. What's up, Dad? Good morning. Corey Messina, good morning. Grant Duplessis, let's go, Drew. Congrats on the new show. Hey, Melanie, good morning. Sam Dixon, back in the world. Morning, Matt and Drew. Hey, ain't that right? Matt Lusto. Attach. Attach is on. Joey Gibson, Brian Robert, good morning. Attach. Alvino, what's up, man? Ben Clark, good morning. Brian Wampold. Albertsons. But really what he means is go to Calandro's. So you can buy some Boudreaux's, the Bloody Mary mix, the Margarita mix, which is available at both Calandro's locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. It's also available at Alexander's and Calvin's and Mid-City Craft Wine and Brew and Canada's. Calici. Robert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hi. Mama car?
Home Depot.
Home Depot. Mama does take you to Home Depot.
Home
You were doing so
Depot.
good with your words, baby. Okay, look.
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Home
But really, you should go to Clegg's Nursery. Drew's killing me, man. Oh, man, anyway. They have those, at Home Depot, they have those buggies. You've probably seen them. If you have kids, you've seen them. They have those buggies. It's like cars, and he likes to go. We put him in there, and he likes to just walk. Like literally, he just wants to walk around the store in one of those cars. We get creative to find outings. Justin Dupuy, Jeremy Aldridge. Oh, by the way, the Saints won last night, and were awesome. Like the game and it's Bama week. Like 10 minutes into this thing, I haven't even mentioned a thing about sports. Molly O'Brien, good morning. Michael Clark, Friday, as you said, he'd be a cameraman. He looks like he'll be a producer. He was on him. And Brian. And Drew. Thank you, Molly. And say good morning, Drew. And Matt. Fresh Market, but really he means Calandros again. Trivia, good morning. Lil C, what's up? Let's see, Brady Smith, Charlie Cavell. How about the Saints? Down by 3, late in the second quarter, Minnesota's driving. It looks like they're going to go up 10, and they get the ball to start the second half, and you're thinking, or at least I'm thinking, oh gosh, this is like they score here and then get the ball to start the second half. Like they go up 3 scores. PJ Williams was stinking at that point. They were just targeting the whole game. Bro, and then he comes up, pops the ball loose from Thielen. Excuse me. Lattimore gets a forced fumble. Saints score. All of a sudden, now the Saints are up 2 scores. They get the pick 6 for PJ Williams in the second half. Man, what a dominating win. And you know the biggest difference between the Saints, man, now and every team of the Sean Payton era in the past? Like last night when the Saints got the ball back with just under 5 minutes to go, I said to myself, like, I don't think Minnesota's getting the ball back. Like, the Saints can play keep away. Now, they ended up punting with, like, a minute left or whatever, 58 seconds, whatever it was. But, man, it was, anyway, really awesome. I mean, to go to 6-1, set up a huge game next week with the Rams. Eli Apple got picked on a little bit, but in fairness, I don't want to say... I don't want to, like, I don't want to be, like, overly critical or anything, but the reality is, with Diggs and Thielen and Treadwell, Minnesota's got 3 receivers that are better than most of the teams. The play when Minnesota went for it on 4th and goal from the 1, and they threw the touchdown pass to Diggs, if you go watch it, like, they were just throwing to PJ Williams the whole time. And so PJ had lined up in the slot on Thielen. Well, PJ goes to Lattimore. It's like switch. So Lattimore lines up on Thielen, and PJ goes outside on Diggs, and then they just look at PJ and throw it at Diggs. I mean, it was so obvious they were just throwing it. But the point is, not every team is going to have a receiver trio like that, man. So you tip your cap to them. They made some plays, but the Saints won is huge. Brandon Rishu, good morning. Randy Dabdoob. Tyler Patrick Hales, good morning. Elise Burgess, good morning. Jonathan Bear, good morning. Bear or Bari? I'm guessing Bear. I know it's say Bear, spelled that way. That's true. Scott said, how about Davenport? Where's he been? He's been there, Scott, and it started to show up the last, say, 4 weeks in flashes, and now you're starting to see it more consistently. Not only did he have 2 sacks, but he had the strip, the sack strip that ultimately got called back. But, hey, no, don't you do that. Did y'all's screen get blurry? Mine just got blurry. Hey, no, wait, let's make sure that we're not, turning this off on people. Okay, thank you. That's good, thank you. I know, right? Now that you turned it on, I wonder if you know how to turn it off, too. Davenport's been awesome, dude. I tweeted a video last night of Rankins on his sack. Rankins had 2 sacks. Albertsons. Rankins had a monster game last night. Couple sacks, couple tackles for loss, like 3 tackles. I mean, Rankins was all over the place. and I tweeted a video when he came right up the gut and got that sack. I tweeted the video of it. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. I mean, he bull rushed the center. I mean, just like bench press threw him into the quarterback like he's a rag doll. It was crazy. Anyway, I mean, you've got Cam Jordan, Sheldon Rankins, Marcus Davenport. You have 3 first-rounders on your defensive line, and it's starting to look like it, which is encouraging. Poo-poo.
A poop.
Drew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You forgot 7. 8.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, okay. Bless you. Jake Moses, what's up, dude? Terry Landry, good morning. Megan Hurst, good morning. Hey, Ray, good morning. Let's see. Steve Menard, good morning. How's P.J. Williams still in the field for the Saints? He's responsible for allowing the majority of the opponents' big plays and TDs. Steve, it's one of those things where I just don't think they have great options outside of him. Ken Crowley was inactive last night. Let me see. Hang on. Okay, you're free. The tough part with that is you invested 2 draft picks in defensive backs. You cut both of them. Both of them got picked up and are on rosters now. And just sitting there with P.J. Williams, who, can't cover anything. Now, he did have the pick 6, but if you watched the game last night, I mean, Diggs cut the route off and Cousins threw the ball right into P.J.'s gut. So, anyway, if they felt like there was a better option, man, he'd be out there. As evidenced by their actions. I mean, they traded for Eli Apple. Remember, they started the season with Devontae Harris. They cut him. They played Crowley. They benched him yesterday. I mean, they're trying, man. It's not like they don't know that it's a problem. Justin Robinson, Joey Painich, Mike Sylvester. Hey, Aunt Sharon, good morning. Michael Brown, Sean Walsh, good morning, everybody. Oh, I need to share this. I'm sharing this to my page or my account. Hopefully y'all will as well. Thank you very much. Grant, his show, he'll choose his own sponsors. No, he won't. Brian Myers, good morning. Let's see. Ohio State moving up 3 spots off a bye week is crapola. I would say don't worry about AP or coach's poll. Tomorrow the committee rankings come out. But like I said yesterday, I was actually holding a paper coffee cup, and I said, this coffee cup has more value than those rankings. Without this coffee cup, I would spill this coffee all over me. Without those rankings, we would all just go on living our lives because nothing would change at all. So the rankings are irrelevant. Anyway, Dwayne Morial, good morning. Corey Landry, what's up, dude? Let's see, Matthew. Good morning from Energy Territory. Must be enemy territory. Representing from Fairhope, Alabama. You have a lot of listeners over there. Maybe get an affiliate for South Mississippi, Lower Alabama. Dude, I'd love that, Matthew. I'd love to do that, man. It's a great idea. 3, 4. Elmo Ducks. 3, 4 Elmo Ducks. Robert. Okay. Ryan Jackson, good morning. Richie Burt, Saints and Tigers play big games next weekend. Next weekend is huge, man. LSU-Bama, of course, and Saints-Rams in the Dome. It'd be a massive football weekend in Louisiana. Someone asked last night which game's bigger. I mean, it's obviously LSU because for the Saints, even if you lose that game, you can still make the playoffs, still win the division, still conceivably earn the 1 seed. Although it would feel massive to have a head-to-head win over the Rams. Really, with the Rams, as impressive as they are, the one thing I'm curious is, saw Goff last year in the playoffs. They were a better team than Atlanta, but Atlanta was a more playoff veteran team, and Matt Ryan, they went on the road and they won that game in the Coliseum. So I don't know, man. I just look at that and I go, they're good. I'm not discounting that at all, but I got to see Jared Goff be able to win games in the playoffs when the intensity ratchets up. So we'll see. Leroy Blanchard, good morning. Jamie, let's sit back and enjoy every second of the week. Tiger Saints both with the games of the week. So true. Vegas line was released yesterday for LSU and Bama, 14.5. LSU's biggest underdog since 1997. Phil Steele made a good point on Friday when I asked him about the line, the early line, and he said, it should probably be 17. And he said, Vegas is looking at all the statistics for Bama. He said, and they haven't even really played a fourth quarter. I was like, that's a good point. But I'll keep going back to what I said. And there's not a ton of logical explanation this year, but I've got 10 years of data that when they play the LSU-Bama game in Baton Rouge, it's close. It just is. So I think it will be again. Brandon Browning, good morning. Let's see. Tyler, does next week's Saints-Rams winner end up with home field advantage? Fast. Fast. What's so funny? He gone. To answer your question, Tyler, I would say that if the Rams win, then yes. If the Saints win, still up in the air. And the reason is because, let's look at the schedule, man. I mean, if you beat the Rams and then you go, and you lose to Dallas in a few weeks, I mean,
Bama.
what?
Bama.
You mean Calandros?
Bama.
Okay.
Bama.
Did you say by Grammy? Robert? Laurel? Wow. Okay. We'll see you later, bud. Crazy kid. Let's see. Jason Bourgeois, Derek Hudnall, Sean Pumphrey, Chris Burrell. Good morning. Let's see what time it is. 7:55. Got about 10 more minutes, guys. Elmo. Mama's car. You'll see Mama's car on Wednesday for Trick or Treat. John Melanson, good morning. Let's see. Brian River, for having a few days, Apple did a decent job. The play that I remember most from Eli Apple was the pass interference, and it was actually a brilliant play, and it almost worked. That's when they ended up scoring on the fourth down. But he tackled Diggs to make sure he didn't give up the touchdown, and they got the ball at the 9 or wherever it was, and they almost came up with a goal line stand. That's when they ended up scoring on 4th and goal. But, yeah, man, I thought he played all right. Half a week to get out there and run. See him get better. That was a tough assignment, man. To draw that assignment, I mean, Minnesota may have the best receiving core in the NFL. They're top 3. I mean, maybe the best top 3 in the NFL. Michael Dana, yo. Let's see. Excuse me, y'all. John Melanson, it's allergies, man. It's finally Bama week. Yep, Tim Saunier, Cam Jordan. So I was thinking about this last night. I think sometimes we get into hyperbole where we say he's the most underrated defensive player in the NFL. And sometimes we don't consider, okay, well, there's probably a guy on every team where their fans say that. He's the most underappreciated, ... But I really last night was starting to think about that. There's 2 plays in particular Cam Jordan made. One was a batted ball, which was an awesome play, and it ended up getting negated because they called illegal contact. Which anyway, the other was the play where he ranged the sideline. He knocked Latavius Murray into next week into the sideline. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, who else? I thought, should I tweet at or start asking a bunch of people that I know that cover other NFL teams, say, all right, who's the most underappreciated guy on your team or your defense? I don't know that you're going to get many answers of players better than Cam Jordan. He may be the most underappreciated guy in the NFL for how great he is, for how little people outside of New Orleans are aware of how great he is. I guess in part that's a product of playing it in a smaller market. You know, it's probably, if you want a baseball analogy, like Yelich playing in Milwaukee. You know, nobody knows that guy. Nobody saw that guy play this year. He's going to win the MVP because baseball people know, but fans don't know who that is. That guy could walk in your house, punch you in the nose. Nobody would know who he is. Anyway. Sam Nacello, good morning. Blake Ruffino physically dominated. That's what he did all night. It was awesome. 6 tough weeks in a row for the Saints. That's true. Ron Smith, EJ, good morning, Matt. Next weekend will be great. Saints look hungry and determined. I'm glad to get it in the dome. I am just most interested to see if the Saints pass rush, which has looked awesome the past few weeks, can pressure Goff, and if they can, can they make that an uncomfortable day for the Rams offense? Now you got Todd Gurley, and the Saints. I haven't checked the updated stats today after yesterday's games, but the Saints going into yesterday had the number 1 rush defense in the NFL. People forget that number 1 rush defense in the NFL is impressive. Kirk Rankins bull rushing threw him around. That's true, man. He was awesome yesterday. Let's see. PJ forced fumble, had an interception. He did force the fumble was the play of the game. The forced fumble on Thielen at the end of the second quarter changed the game. Brian, you need to play more 3 safeties. I guess so. They did that late because they had Williams, Bell, and Kurt Coleman on the field late. They did. Keith Scalco, good morning. Devin Kelly, Ryan Rhodes, good morning. Brian said, give Hardy a shot in the slot. Can't be worse than PJ. It's true. I mean, that's what I said about Eli Apple this week. People said, hey, for Ken Crowley, they said, should you play him on such short notice? I said, literally, it can't be worse. If you watched Ken Crowley try to cover in the Atlanta game on Calvin Ridley, he can't be worse. You can't be worse than terrible. So put him out there and see what he can do, So maybe it's the same thing with this. Give Justin Hardy a shot setting. See if you can do it. Michael Adams will be coming. I wonder how many times we hear that this week. After the... What? Dad's show. After the frightening start versus the Buccaneers and quarterback Conor McGregor, the Saints look like they're taking this thing seriously. That's true, man. Hey, are you trying to X people out of here? Wow, bud. Elmo Ducks. Okay. Fresh Market. All right. 4 more minutes. Let's see if we can go quickly, y'all. My apologies. Just got the our Monday morning meeting downtown, so I have to get him ready and get out of here. Ryan Hudson, Clayton Wolf, good morning. Let's see. Green Bay handled the Rams that game. They did, man. Handed the Rams, I see. It would have been interesting had Montgomery not fumbled to see what would have ended. Ronnie Dugas, Trey Warren, Dax Jeter, Nathan Robert. Good morning, y'all. Justin says LSU needs to force Tua to play the full game. LSU is more battle tested. I agree, and that definitely works in LSU's favor. Worked last week, 2 weeks ago with Georgia, 3 weeks ago with Georgia. 3 weeks. So, hey, Uncle Mike. Good morning. Dylan Hess. Did you say Yanny? I don't think so. I said Laurel. That's funny. Lindsay Thibodeau, what's up, dude? Good morning. Stephen Foyle, Rusty Abe, Rick Haddad. I'm going quick just so we can get through this because I got to get rolling, y'all. Brian, I talked to your brother Friday at St. Thomas More. He said he's the good-looking one with the most hair, and Drew makes your podcast. 3/4 of that is true, Brian. Hi, Drew. At least you didn't knock it down. What are you doing? Let's see. You did it again. Well, for those of you that this Ibada. It's a bitsy spider. Well, for those of you that waited this long. Oh, they're here.
Yeah, they got the Billy Bob thing, whatever you push.
The Billy Bob.
Whatever it is.
Bobcat?
Bobcat.
The Billy Bob. Well, for those of you that waited patiently, you were just treated to my face on a filter again. And on that note, I gotta go. Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix. Please check it out. And I was on a filter again. Drew's getting too good at this. We'll see y'all today for AFR. Check out Locked On Podcast, Locked On LSU today. Appreciate y'all. Later.